Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lee and Hayley podcast. It's called Overtime, and it's brought to you by Domiano Pizza, Pasta, Beer. They are located at 503 South Upper Street in Lexington, right there on campus across from Target. Oh, yesterday we took the staff to Domiano.
We did.
I got spaghetti and a meatball.
Oh, my gosh. Your spaghetti and meatballs, first of all, was piping hot.
Yes.
Like fresh.
That's the way you want it.
But it looked, I've never had the spaghetti and meatballs there, but guys, the sauce to noodle ratio was the ratio of my dreams. Lee had equal amounts of delicious house-made marinara as he did noodles. It looked so good. Now, you took some home because it was such a big portion. Did you eat it last night?
No, I'm going to probably do that tonight. Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you what looked as really good as well, and I've had it, was Bridget got the penne vodka.
Yeah. Yeah, the penne with vodka sauce.
Yes, that.
That looked absolutely fantastic. Kelly got the mozzarella sticks. They came super fast, so if you order those as an appetizer, they're out so quick with their delicious marinara as well. Nua got his classic wings and waffle fries. Nikita and I split a margarita pizza. I can't stray away from it. Yeah. Their margarita pizza, add pepperoni, is the truth. So good. So anyway, thank you to our friends at Domiano for being a restaurant because we love you guys so much. And thank you for sponsoring this podcast. Please go see them, as Lee said, on Upper Street in downtown Lexington, right by campus.
Yes.
What's going on?
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, dang it. Yes, that's exactly right. See, it was a quiz. Let me do a couple other songs.
Okay.
You're still the one I love.
Shania Twain.
Sure. Okay. Let's see about this. Giving me a million reasons to let you go. Giving me seriously? I just heard it this morning on my Spotify.
I don't know.
Okay, same artist. How about this? In the shallow.
Oh, that's Lady Gaga.
There you go.
Yes.
What were you going to Shazam me just now?
No, I'm sending out. Okay, never mind. Somebody's already done that.
Excellent. Let's see. Party in the USA. I throw my hands
Miley.
up. Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, let me do one by this artist just so I can talk about her. Hang on. I got it. Six of my bitches.
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews. It is a play on that song, but I can't think of it.
From Sound of Music.
Yeah, but then a current artist did paid homage to it. I like it. I want it. I got it. This is terrible. I want it. How about this? This is her new song. We can't be friends. Just pretend. No?
I have no idea what you're doing.
You got me walking side to side.
I don't know any of these.
My gosh, it's Ariana Grande.
Oh, she did a great job on SNL.
That's what I want to talk about. Ariana Grande hosted. Was she the musical guest as well?
No.
Okay, well, anyway, she hosted SNL this week.
The musical guest was Stevie Nicks.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, she did a great job with her impressions. And yeah.
Ariana Grande is so talented. You forget she was an actress before, she became, full-time musician or, entertainer.
I didn't see the sketch.
She is so good.
But she did an impression of, who's the actress everybody does the impression of now? Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer Coolidge.
Whoa. What should we talk about?
Was there one
fish.
Word? Yeah.
The band or the animal? There's an animal called a fish.
Yeah. But she said lemons.
Lemons.
The way she said lemons was dead on.
She's amazing.
Yeah, it's funny.
She did that. She played a castrated, Maya Rudolph and Andy Samberg came back for this episode as well. Ex-SNL cast members. They were amazing because Maya Rudolph has been playing Kamala Harris and absolutely slaying it. She's so fantastic. Yeah. Andy Samberg came on and they played in old medieval times, and they were trying to say they could castrate men when they're boys so that they still have a good singing voice. And Ariana Grande played a young boy who had been castrated and had a gorgeous singing voice, but was traumatized, as you would be. Sure. And then she also, my favorite scene, you've got to watch it, Lee. It is so hysterical. It is, I think, going to be an SNL classic. She plays a homophobic mom at a family dinner where her son comes home with his boyfriend, and the mom is trying to act. Well, she's not necessarily homophobic. She's just a judgy and very competitive mother. So maybe I should take that back. She didn't seem quite homophobic. She just was anyway, so they you know how they'll do the normal home sets, you know, so they're in their family living room with she and her husband, their daughter, and I guess her husband, and then their son and his boyfriend, played by Bowen Yang. So then they're like having a great time, great conversation. Well, then they start to play charades. And the son says, Bowen Yang's like, I didn't know y'all were a game night family. And his boyfriend, the son, is like, well, we're really not. Mom gets too competitive. But Ariana Grande, they have this cute little bob on her, little sweater. And she's like, what? She gets so competitive. She and Bowen Yang get into a fist fight. It is so hilarious.
All right, I'll check it out.
Ariana is so good as an actress. She's playing this judgmental mom, and it is so hysterical. Her timing, her lines, her physical comedy. It's amazing.
I'm excited to see her in the Wicked movie.
Me too.
Glinda the Good Witch.
She's so good. I love her. I love her. I love her. I know her personal life, you know, leaves something to be desired. Everybody was hating on her last year, you know, because the timeline of her relationship with her current boyfriend, Broadway star Ethan Slater, and many other past relationships. People were like, yeah. So we don't know the truth, though. But anyway, all that aside, talent-wise, we are blessed to be able to watch her perform.
If you say so.
And I do.
I still wish they had made the film version with Kristen Chenoweth and who's the girl?
Idina Menzel.
Adele
Dazeem. As her very close friend John Travolta says.
No, Idina Menzel. Those two are the original characters. I always see that film that way or think of Wicked with those two.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I saw Wicked, the Broadway traveling show, when they came to Nashville. My mom surprised me with tickets once for my birthday, and we went, and it was so fun. Yeah. So amazing. So I didn't see it on Broadway, but they had the Broadway traveling show. So it was the Broadway, you know, style and Broadway, you know, level of excellence. Yeah, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
When she gets up when she defies gravity and she's up in the ceiling. Yeah.
And I was like, she's really doing it. Look at her defying gravity. This is wild. Yeah. It's so good. The only show I've ever seen on Broadway in New York was Waitress, which is amazing.
Okay.
They piped the smell of pie into the whole theater. And then at the concession stand, you could get drinks or whatever and snacks, but then they sold pieces of pie. No, you know, because it all takes place in a little diner.
I could use a piece of pie right now.
I'm feeling right now like I'd like a piece of blueberry pie with vanilla ice cream.
I don't know.
What kind of pie would you like right now?
Maybe apple or cherry. Probably apple. Hot.
So you like a fruit pie?
No, I like coconut cream.
Okay, it wasn't an accusation.
And chocolate, but I don't know. I was just thinking right now, or peach pie. That's good too.
Oh, peach pie's so good. Top 5 pies right now.
Well, I just named them.
I think you named. Okay, sorry. Gosh.
Coconut cream, butterscotch.
Ooh, butterscotch.
Chocolate, apple.
Cherry?
And maybe a cherry.
But what about peach?
Peach. No, I'll do peach instead of cherry.
Okay. So good. Now, what are your thoughts on vanilla ice cream with a hot piece of pie? Like coconut cream, it's already cold. You don't need ice cream with it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Apple pie and ice cream, sure.
A la mode, as they say.
Yeah, I'll do that.
My top 5 are coconut cream.
I had ice cream and a big brownie thing last night at dinner.
Oh, my gosh. So what's a brownie thing?
I think it was
just a brownie?
It was a big, well, I don't know if it was some kind of cookie. I don't know
not
what it
a
was.
brownie.
I don't know what it was.
Was it a chocolate cookie?
Nah.
What was it? Describe it.
I didn't order it.
It doesn't matter. You can't tell by sight what something is?
I think it was a cookie, but a big one, but maybe a brownie cookie. Can't you have a brownie cookie? Sure, thank you.
Yeah. But was it brown, like a standard like chocolate chip cookie?
Kind of, but it wasn't chocolate chip.
What was it?
I think it was a brownie cookie.
Wally, tell me about a brownie cookie.
Well, it's delicious.
What is it?
It's a cookie that's made like a brownie.
Do you mean a blondie?
No, I don't think that's what it was.
Because a blondie is basically a brownie that looks like a cookie. And it's like light brown. What, was it square?
I think it came in a little.
Were you there? Because
it came in a little round skillet.
Yes.
And then
a skillet cookie.
And my friend cut it up.
Yes.
And then I ate some, and her husband ate some.
Did it taste like a brownie?
And I ate some.
Yes.
And it was
good. Now, did it taste like a cookie or a brownie?
Ice cream. It tasted.
Can I just give me your friend's name and I'll just call and ask them because that would be easier.
I'll do it right now. I'll just text them.
Okay. Say, what was it? I guarantee it was a skillet cookie. Did it have like chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, vanilla?
It had
a skillet cookie or a hot cookie with whipped cream, vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, and caramel is one of my top 5 favorite desserts on the planet.
for dessert.
Thank you for saying it out loud.
Yes. Okay. Now that text message is on its way, traveling through the ether.
Soon.
Hopefully we'll land on a couple of phones and then we'll have this question answered.
I hope
for
they
us.
write back and say, Lee, we didn't have dessert last night.
Yeah.
And it was all a dream. If she write Lee, I'll give you no lie, $20 if she writes back
A brownie cookie.
brownie cookie.
I don't know.
I swear to you right now, you guys are witnessing it here. If you're watching the video version, you're witnessing Lee and I doing a handshake.
All right.
If you're just listening, just trust that we just did a handshake. You can watch the video version on the Kentucky Sports Radio YouTube channel, just in case you don't know, or listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh, a brownie with a la mode on the side.
So no cookie,
Well, it looked like
just
a
a brownie. And you can't just identify a brownie on sight?
Well, it was, you know what? When I think of a brownie, I think of almost like a cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's thick. This was thin like a cookie. Like that. It wasn't this. It was this.
So still no answer, really.
What do you mean? The
Well,
woman
she said
just
brownie,
said
but you're saying it wasn't.
a brownie with a la mode on the side.
Should we make brownie cookies on this show? I think those are just chocolate cookies with chocolate chips.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either way, you loved it. So you went to dinner last
'Cause I
night.
normally am not a dessert sweet person.
Yeah.
Although I've found myself changing, in life. I start to enjoy sweets more. And I'm also not hating cold weather as much.
Yeah, what's
I
that?
walked
You are
out.
changing.
I walked outside, and I'm wearing shorts and a hoodie, and I thought, well, this feels refreshing.
Just yesterday, when we were filming our Drive Me Crazy, you were making fun of a guy who was on the corner in a sweatshirt and shorts. And
Did
I
he-
said, you
did
wear that
he-
all the time.
did
And
he-
you're wearing it today.
Did he pull it off the way I do? No.
I don't know how you get undressed.
Does he look as good as I do in this particular outfit?
No.
He didn't. He did
No,
not.
my little brownie cookie.
He looked like a dork.
He didn't. He looked fine. And I think you look fine. You look better than fine.
I think what I didn't like about him, his shorts were way too tight.
Oh, okay.
In my
Now wait, you're doing the Princess Diana. She famously wore exercise shorts and sweatshirts
Princess Di did?
on her days off, and there's like iconic photos of her wearing a Harvard sweatshirt, oversized over like bike shorts, exercise shorts.
Got it.
Got what?
What you just told me. That
Oh, okay. I
information.
was like, what? So I love that you're honoring her.
Where were you when she croaked?
I was at the beach with my family.
I was at
1997, we were at the beach, and my mom started crying.
I was at my girlfriend's soon-to-be fiance class reunion.
And what was everybody's reaction?
They sort of gathered around a television that was at this bar or tavern or something.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What?"
It was just so unexpected.
I mean, nothing.
She was 30.
stopped.
I'm now 36. She was only a year older than me. She was 37.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like Will, her oldest, and Harry, they're both older than she was when she passed.
Yeah.
Because Harry just turned 40 and he's the youngest. And so William's probably 42 or something like that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, I was at the beach and I remember, my mom started crying because she just loved her. And my mom was around that age at that time. So she identified with her. And I think kind of the same way I feel about Kate Middleton. I love Kate Middleton. I would cry if Kate Middleton died.
Would you?
I really would. Because I've just followed her. I remember when she and Will were dating. And then I remember when they got engaged. And then my mom and I woke up at 2 a.m. because of the time change to watch the wedding. And so that's how my mom was with Princess Di. She said she did all that, around that time.
I don't think it would affect me one way or the other.
Good. That's good.
I don't know these people. I mean, I wish them no ill will. I just,
Yeah.
I don't think it would bother me. I don't think I have an emotional
Is there
reaction.
any celebrity that if they were tragically and unexpectedly killed that you would be moved in a sad way?
Al Pacino.
Gone too soon. No, he's still with us, thank God.
You
with
know what
his
I watched?
biblical hair and everything.
You know what I watched the other day was Robert Redford and Brad Pitt in Spy Game.
Yeah.
And I forgot how good looking Robert Redford is. And two, what a great actor that guy
You
is.
forgot how good looking Robert Redford is? I think about it every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a lot older now.
Well, yeah, that's the way it works.
This movie was shot 30 years ago.
He's so hot.
Brad Pitt was hot. Still hot. Oh, I want to see that new movie they got.
Wolves.
Wolves. I think I can watch it
It's on Apple.
I can watch it on Apple TV.
George Clooney. I nearly just said George Pitt and Brad
I may
Clooney.
get my leftover Domiano spaghetti and pull it up and watch that tonight.
Oh, sorry. I just scared my dog. Both my corgis are in the room with us right now. That sounded like their ghosts are in here. They're in the room with us right now. No, they're both in here when I just slapped the table. Charlie got up and ran.
Charlie.
Like, oh, she's
Sorry,
a good
Charlie.
boy. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Charlie. It's got a ring to it. Yeah, you should watch that. I've heard it's really good. Wolves.
Where did you hear it's really good?
I saw it on Twitter.
People say that. And
On
I
like
don't think
reviews,
they-
like Deadspin or something like that.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Well, it's just something people say, and I don't think they know what they're saying when they say that.
So you think it's bad?
No, it's a
You only trust your opinion.
yes.
Okay, good. It's good for you to admit it out loud.
No, if I
You're the only person that can say a movie is good or bad.
no,
He believes that, guys.
I can trust other people to say it, but I've seen where they have not read a review and they'll say, "I hear it's good." Well, of course, what'd you hear from the trailer, from the promo?
Maybe they had a friend that saw it.
I don't trust that.
You don't trust people's friends. Yeah.
No, I think it's just a space filler statement. I hear it's good. Well, from who? And from where?
Ask them that.
Well, I have.
Then what do they say?
But I get irritated when people say the phrase and they don't really mean it. Like, it's just something to pass the time. You don't really mean it's good because you don't know if it's good, and you
right, they
didn't
don't because
trust
they haven't
a
seen it. They
review.
said, "I heard it's good."
But from where? And what I'm
Ask
saying is, I
them.
think it's a vacuous statement that is often made just to pass the time or advance the conversation. When you could have said, I don't know if that's any good. Oh, it looks good. You could say that. It looks good. But when you say, I've heard it's good, from who is my question?
Okay.
Because I don't trust
Guys,
that.
you've heard it here. No more shall any American say, "I heard it's good." You can only say it looks good.
No, if you've heard it from someone who's actually watched the film or you read a real review.
I did. I already told you that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
You just said you.
No, I mean you is
You as in the general
broad
public.
general sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I read a review. I can't remember what publication it was in, but it said Brad Pitt and George Clooney are fantastic. The movie itself and the storyline, not as good.
Yeah.
So there you go. You happy now?
By the way, I ran into a young
I asked you a question. Was that a good enough answer as to why I said I heard it's good?
I wasn't complaining about you.
Oh, yes,
You said you saw a review, so I'm okay with that. I ran into a young female comic last night, and
I didn't see you anywhere.
she was asking, she's like, she's got a great voice, by the way. Her name is Rebecca Sanders.
Hi, Rebecca.
And she was asking me, when you going to ask me to work for you, open for you? She's got a
Ooh.
real odd, I love her voice. I said, well, one of your jokes came back to me. A friend of mine was quoting you. She goes, oh, let me guess, the masturbation thing. Yes. It's really funny.
Well,
And
tell it. Can you tell it?
I think I can tell.
All credit to Rebecca Sanders.
It is. This is Rebecca's joke, and I'm not going to do it justice. But anyway, she wrote a joke that said, all these people talk about their dogs or their children. This is my baby, and it's a child. I'm pretty sure you're not masturbating in front of your child.
Oh, oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah. It's a very funny observation.
It is.
And I
What do you
like
say?
that.
They say our dogs are cats. They're my baby. They're
Yeah,
my child.
yeah.
But you're not masturbating in front of your
It's
child.
just like a child to me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're not doing that.
Yeah. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
Great.
Good job, Rebecca.
That
I'm
is
sorry
really,
I
really good.
butchered your joke, honey. But
Imagine, look her up on socials to see next time she is performing. When's the next time you're performing?
Thursday night.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was soon. Where? Can you say? Or tickets sold
That's
out?
a private event. It's
It's at a dessert bar with brownie cookies?
yeah, no, it's for like a chamber of commerce or something like that. I don't know what it is. It's some private event like in Gary.
Thank God
County
you
or
have a
something.
booker, because if you tried to handle your own booking for your comedy shows, what?
Well, this is one of these deals that my buddy got me to do. And then I have to get it through the booker and all that, you know. Chris, he's like, hey, would you do this? And I'm like, I don't really want to, I don't think. But okay, if it helps you out.
And they're paying?
Yes. Well, I wouldn't do it if they weren't paying.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, but I'll have fun. It'll be a fun event.
I recently was going to MC an event that their payment for me was going to be free Botox. The event got canceled, sadly. But
Yeah, that's the one Nicetta's trying to get you to do.
yeah, but I'm still
Available
They told
for-
me they'll still give me a deal on Botox. I've never had Botox, but just lately I'm like I said, I'm 36.
You've never had Botox. You've got such a smooth forehead over there, lady.
It's just clean living, baby. No, I've never had it.
Really?
It's only due to genetics. I really don't take as good a care of my skin and stuff. And I'm very expressive, and I, probably don't drink enough water. I drink alcohol. I, sleep with my makeup on most nights. That's terrible, but I'll admit it. I'm a human. So it's truly just genetics why I don't have as many wrinkles as I
So
think
you're
other
going to
girls my
get
age do.
preventative Botox.
Yeah.
I've had people try to talk me into it, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Well, the reason I just noticed it is
Would you rather look like, well, I'll ask you this. Would you rather me look like Mel Gibson, Cragley and all that, or Kenny Rogers before he passed?
I was going to say he's not looking good these days. Can't there be somewhere in the middle?
No.
Kenny Rogers didn't do Botox, Lee. He did a full-blown facelift.
Either way, it's ridiculous.
Okay, he's dead. Don't
I
speak ill of the
like the
dead.
Cragley Mel Gibson. He's lived a life.
Yeah.
You see it on his face.
Yeah.
He's still handsome, I think.
I think so, too.
I'd rather look like that.
Yeah. Well, the reason I've always been like, nah, I don't need it. Nah, I don't need it. And even recently, my friends were like, I cannot believe you haven't had it. You need to do it. And I'm like, I know. But I haven't. Is recently I was in the mirror and I noticed I have what looks like, and I know exactly
Mustache.
why it is. No, I do have melasma above my upper lip. Thank you very much. That I do have to cover. Girls, it's skin darkening based on hormones, things like that, and then sun damage.
Is it necessary to actually comb it too?
I don't have any hair up there, jerk. I'm very self-conscious about my melasma, like very self-conscious.
I've never even
about
seen your melasma.
I have concealer over it right now. Ladies, where my melasma queen's at? It's so annoying.
Maybe that's what I have.
Where? Above your upper lip?
Yes.
You have hair there.
I have
don't you?
melasma.
God. Anyway, no, I've noticed on my upper lip, and I know exactly what it's from because I'm not a smoker. You're drunk, you smoke a cigarette with your friends, but I'm not a smoker, never have been in my entire life. Just recently, I was in the mirror putting lip liner on, and I'm getting what looks like a few smokers lines up here, and you know why?
Hideous.
I do. Thank you. I drink out of my Stanley all day long. Anytime I'm a big straw girly. Anytime I go to a restaurant, I'm asking for a straw, like a straw for my iced coffee. And that repeated, I'm starting to get a few lines right here that they call smokers lines, but it's not from smoking.
That's
That's
a good look, actually.
Smokers lines?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that says something to a fella.
What does it say?
That girl can pucker up.
And what does that mean to a fellow?
That means, hey, she's a veteran
Of what?
doing something.
What? Doing what?
Look at those lines on her face.
Yeah. But I guess I'm just not following. What are you, a veteran of what?
Just, she knows
You
how
brought
to-
it up. I'm telling you the floor is yours to explain.
Yeah, well, yeah, that girl can really go at it
Go at what?
on a Stanley.
On a Stanley.
Yes.
And men love a girl that can really drink her water.
Or a Robert. Or a Bob. John. Whatever.
Nice. There we go. You're depraved. Anyway, so that's what's gotten me thinking lately. Maybe I'll get Botox or something
On the lips.
on the just like to
What
fill
if that really causes the melasma to bloom?
The melasma started because of birth control and just women's hormones, and then sun damage makes it worse. And so I've tried everything. I've changed my birth control. I've used face creams that are supposed to help lighten it. Nothing works. Nothing works.
Honestly, though, and I'm being serious, I have seen you a million times without makeup, and I've never noticed a darkening of your lip, of your upper lip, where I thought,
really, because I feel like I look like a Marx brother.
Yeah,
I really do, because I'm so I'm so self-conscious about it.
Lydia, hey, have you seen Lydia? Lydia, the tattoo lady. When her muscles start relaxing, up the hill comes Andrew Jackson. Lydia, oh Lydia. That encyclopedia. Lydia, the queen of them all. I love that song.
The Marx Brothers.
That's Groucho.
Excellent, excellent. But then I've thought if I do get Botox, I'm like, I don't really have crow's feet. I don't really have anything here, the 11s, and I don't have too much here.
Your skin is so tight. I see the veins in your head.
I'm self-conscious about my veins.
It is. I mean, you don't have a daggone wrinkle anywhere on your forehead, and I can see the blood leaving your brain.
There's none up there. I can't get it to return. Oh, me. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And my friends do say that, but me, my self-deprecating woman, I always have to be like, oh, I know. It's crazy. But I am proud. I am proud and thankful. Again, it's not really much that I've done, but I do try to take care of myself. But it's truly thanks to my genetics. And right. I should be proud of that. It's okay to be proud and proud of yourself.
Why don't you focus on that big bottom you got?
You're mean. I know you're joking, but do you ever think someone might come across you that's a new viewer and is like, that guy's such an asshole to her?
You know I'm teasing
Yesterday
you.
on the show, I know you are. I know you are.
I don't care what anyone else thinks. Honestly, that's
other people think I have a big butt.
No, that's the freedom I have.
You don't care if someone thinks
I live a clean life. I make jokes, and if you don't like it, if it offends you, bite me.
Losers, move out. Oh, I told you yesterday in the show, I watched 2 movies that you told me to watch over my.
Let's talk about that.
I watched The Fall Guy.
I want to hear your take on that. And what's the other movie?
Loved it. Twisters.
Yeah,
I know you said you didn't love Twisters much, but you did see it, and so I feel proud because I never see movies.
Glenn Powell.
I did, and I loved it. But I love Daisy Edgar Jones. I love that they never even kissed in the movie.
I don't think they did.
They didn't. And I'd read some stuff online about that being like why it was so cool that they never had them kiss in the movie. It's like, normally at the end of a movie, everybody kisses or they hug or they make some sort of like we're together type thing, where it's a will they or won't they movie. But in that, they didn't. It showed them walking away together, so you assume, but it's like you just don't know. And that was just kind of a different ending. But really enjoyed Twisters. I thought it was cute. Glenn Powell is so gorgeous. Like, I love him.
I watched
love
a
him.
thing.
He's my Hollywood crush. But The Fall Guy, adored it. Absolutely adored it. Everything you ever said about it, that was so good. I loved it so much. It was like a lighthearted action flick love story.
Right. Yeah. The thing
I really enjoyed it.
And I'm a big Gosling fan, but I love he does action almost like a comic would.
Yeah.
It's his take of when he something painful happens to him. Where he kind of stops, like if a punch is thrown, he almost breaks the fourth wall and looks at the lens and then falls down. It's just very comedic, and I like that about the guy.
Yeah, so good. I loved it so much.
And I just the whole thing. She thinks he's abandoned her, and he's getting his butt whipped, and he's just trying to get to her. Yeah.
So good. I loved it. I loved it so much. And I love the cast. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who plays, the jerk movie star. Then Ryan Gosling, obviously, Emily Blunt. Waddingham from Ted Lasso. I can't think of her first name.
Hannah.
I want to say Elizabeth, and I knew that wasn't right. Hannah Waddingham. Love her. I mean, she plays a terrible person in the movie, but I like her a lot as an actress.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I really, really enjoyed it. So I feel like part of the reason The Fall Guy didn't get as much attention as I think it should have
I agree.
is because it was hard, I think, for viewers and even for me to see them as a couple.
What?
Because
Why?
the whole year and a half leading up to that coming out, it came out right after Oppenheimer and Barbie. And so he became solidified as Ken. She became solidified as, Kitty in Oppenheimer. And then the whole shtick on all red carpets and everything was, they pitted them against each other. And so it was like they were part of these 2 different universes, Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. And then even in award shows, they had them present at an award show together, and they had this whole beef on stage of like, my movie's better than yours. Then all of a sudden, like 2 months later, we had to turn around and see them in a movie. It was weird to see them. It was like, wait, y'all are in a movie together? I feel like there wasn't a long enough press circuit. They didn't promote the movie long enough. And it didn't give viewers enough time to kind of digest and let go of their previous characters. And I'm saying that about other people. I'm definitely saying it about me. That's why part of the reason I didn't see it right away, because I was like, nah, I don't see them together. Now that I've seen it, I love it.
I thought the chemistry was great.
I did too, but I'm saying maybe that's why a lot of people didn't go see it.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, it's just my opinion.
I don't think that's a reason not to go to the movie. Or that kept people from it. Oh, I just don't see them together.
Okay. I'm just saying it's an opinion and it's okay.
For crying out loud, you got to suspend your disbelief anyway that all of these stunts are actually happening. I mean, I just don't buy that as a reason not to go. Your point to it wasn't marketed properly. Maybe that's why the people didn't go see it. And
people did go see it. It did okay. I think it could have done better had there been a little more breathing room and a little more promotional work to get people to be like, oh yeah, I do want to see these two in a romance.
Well, and I don't know if they knew how to market it, because what is it? Is it an action film or is it a rom-com?
Yeah.
That's
why I loved it, because it was both.
I know. That's why I loved it.
And funny.
And I thought his chemistry
rom-com, I guess that covers the funny.
With her was as good as his chemistry with little Emily, what's-her-face? Or Emma Stone. I think it's just as good as that.
Yeah.
And I think he's got great chemistry with Emma Stone.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I loved it.
So anyway, if you want to see The Fall Guy, I rented it on Amazon Prime. Get it there. It was so good.
By the way, let's remind folks that
I rented Twisters on Amazon Prime. Where did I watch Fall Guy? I watched Fall Guy on a plane. So I probably just got it on Delta's free movie watching thing.
Let's remind people.
Yes.
That there's a lot on the line for this election. From protecting Social Security, you've earned, to supporting family caregivers. And you have the power to make the candidates listen. Because voters 50 and over decide elections. That's why AARP Kentucky has created an election guide with the most up-to-date information.
Absolutely. And that information includes when, where, and how to vote. Make sure the candidates hear from you this election season. Get trusted election information at aarp.org/kyvotes. That's aarp.org/kyvotes, paid for by AARP. Okay, so let's get to our questions. Every week here on the show, our staff members submit questions, random ideas, and topics they want us to sound off on. So here we go. Lee, what's the first one?
All right, let me look. See what they've written. By the way, if you want to do that, it's ideas@leeandhaley.com if you'd like for Hayley and I to touch on a topic that may be near and dear to your heart. That's the wrong text thread I'm on there. Sorry. It was my buddies, and I'm still on the wrong one. Let's try it this way.
I've never seen someone struggle with a phone they've had for 5 years so much.
Okay. If you had to be a vampire, witch or a werewolf, what would you choose?
Which?
I don't know.
A werewolf, you only turn into it at night. And in no movie, when they transform from human to werewolf, does it look comfortable. It's always like, Rah!
Right.
It's got to hurt. It's got to feel like a Charlie horse or something.
Right.
A witch, you just get to be all spooky and cauldrons and spells and stuff like that. And then what was the first one?
Vampire.
Nah, I'm not into blood.
I don't know. I'm torn, but because I guess for me it'd be a warlock.
But that wasn't an option.
Well, how am I going to be a witch?
What's a warlock?
It's a male witch.
Oh. No, I'm sorry. I need you to wear a full skirt and long hair.
Well, then I guess I'm a vampire.
Now, okay.
And I'll tell you
So you
right
can live
now,
forever?
I would go at that forehead that you have.
Because the blood, you can
There
see
is so much.
blood under
you're
there.
just like a walking buffet.
Ow, if a vampire bit your forehead, oh.
All that blood you got up there.
Look at that platter. It's basically a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
So you choose vampire. I'll choose witch. I just think the outfits are fun. I love to wear black. I love the outfits, long hair. You know, I can do lots of fun makeup. Gorgeous hats.
I would miss the sun if I was a vampire because I love daytime and
Yeah.
going to the ball game.
Sure.
Because I go to a night game.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the least scary movie monster or supernatural person creature?
The least scary.
Least scary.
Okay, so maybe like what's a scary movie you saw and we're like,
Well, I think Frankenstein probably is the least scary.
yeah.
I mean, what's that guy do? He's slow. Well, I assume he's slow. I mean, maybe there's another incarnation that I haven't seen where he's doing the 40 at 4.2 or something. Mm-hmm. But I most time he just lumbers around.
Yeah. I feel like the most scary is the villain you never really see. or it.
The question,
or the villain you never see.
The question is least.
I know. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Thank you for the help, though. One of the least scary I saw, and I was kind of like, "That's it," is because it was unseen for so much in the movie, and then when it finally came, it's like, what were they going to do? Was Bird Box.
Oh yeah,
the Netflix movie with Sandra Bullock that went viral a couple of years ago during the pandemic.
You got to keep your eyes closed.
You have to keep your eyes closed, and then at one point they finally show them these creatures, and it was just kind of like, oh, well that.
Yeah.
It just looks like a hairless cat.
Pretty sure I wouldn't be afraid of that girl that crawls out of the TV. I think I'd.
Oh, The Ring.
I'd clean her
I was terrified of that. I was terrified.
Nah, what's she gonna do?
You saw her and you died in 7 days. That was the whole thing.
She's gonna crawl out of the TV and I'm gonna knock her out.
But you saw her. That's the thing. You already saw her.
What? How do I die?
I can't remember. I only saw it once and I was too scared to ever watch it again. So I mean, for me, The Ring and The Grudge were the scariest movies ever.
Yeah.
And It. I don't like It. He's scary. His face.
Yeah, I don't think I'm afraid of that clown either.
I'm scared of him. He's got so many teeth.
There's not too many things I'm afraid of, and I don't know if that's healthy or a death wish or what I got going on.
I think, yeah, you don't get scared.
Yeah.
And I think that's good, I guess. I'm scared all the time.
I know.
I'm scared all the time.
That drives me nuts.
I'm the jumpiest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
Just ask Kelly, who hid in the back seat of our car before we filmed her driving me crazy yesterday. And she jumped up and I screamed as if she was knife wielding. Yeah. And she's not. Kelly was just giggle wielding. Knife wielding? Giggle wielding.
I have had...
Say giggle wielding.
I've had I've had...
Aperol Spritz.
Yes, delicious. An apprehension.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
When I didn't know what it was, like that night someone was donkey kicking my front door.
Yeah. You weren't afraid. You were like questioning.
Yeah, I'm like, well, we're going.
Yeah.
And I had my gun.
Glock.
No, it's not a Glock.
If Kamala Harris can say she has a Glock, you can say Glock.
I have a Walther PPK because that's what James Bond carries.
That's true.
So I took it down there to end that thing, but it turned out it was just my buddy and he went away.
Yeah.
And then there was that one time where I didn't have a handgun and I heard this step drag.
Yes.
And I'm in my underwear waiting for it to come down the hallway. It never showed itself, but it turned out it was just a fax machine going off at 3 a.m.
But buddy, I gave it hell.
So I guess that's when, I guess if I do get afraid, it's probably in that weird waking up out of a nightmare.
Yes, and you're not sure if it's real.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like
and then you don't. Once you realize the sound is real, you don't know what it is.
I took the comforter and threw it over a translucent bat.
Yes.
That was attacking me. I guess I was afraid at that moment.
Yeah, but you were kind of half asleep. So really, I think your afraidness is because your half asleep self betrays you.
Right. Yes. Because I don't have control of anything in that environment.
And your brain is kind of
world.
half awake, so the asleep part is like, must be scared.
Right.
That's how your asleep self talks.
Have you ever used a Ouija board?
No, I'm too afraid.
I've seen it.
I am too afraid. I don't know, the way I was raised, and also just I'm so scared all the time.
I was raised, you don't invite that stuff in.
Me too. That's how I was raised. It's like, don't bring it in. How can you get it to leave after that? Yeah. I'm too scared, and I will never do it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I can't.
I love the video
I can't
of
do it.
The dad who knew his daughter had her girlfriends over, and they were playing.
Oh, and they were doing it?
Yeah, on the Ouija board, and he went to the fuse box and turned the lights off.
No!
And then turned them back on, and they scream.
Oh, my gosh.
You can hear them upstairs screaming, and they turned it back on and turned it off again.
Hysterical.
And they're just going nuts, yeah.
That's hysterical.
Bridget, on a different topic, wants to know, what's your favorite pasta dish?
Spaghetti pomodoro.
What is that?
Pomodoro is just a really, really good tomato marinara sauce. No meat. I love sauce so much. I would do just spaghetti pomodoro. Actually, bucatini pomodoro. Bucatini is like a little. It's a tube, but it's like a little pool noodle because it's got a hole in the middle, but it's quite thick. There's just more chewiness and meatiness. So that pomodoro.
How do they make
mozzarella
that?
On top?
How does that happen where it has a hole in the middle?
You know what? I don't know.
That must be tedious.
Yeah, probably. me get Barilla on the phone. But yeah, I like just a really good, flavorful marinara, bucatini, mozzarella cheese.
I like Alfredo as well. My favorite right now is the chicken piccata with angel hair pasta. I know you're not a big angel hair pasta
I hate
girl.
angel hair.
I love angel hair.
It's just like
hair
nothing
pasta.
to me.
Not in a big bowl.
Yeah, I've had it at one of your favorite restaurants. Francandino's, which is co-owned by our friends that own Domiano.
Yeah,
so go
Carlo.
check out. It's their upscale Italian.
I love it.
I love the sauce. It's just angel hair. I don't know. It just doesn't give me.
You can get the chicken piccata with mashed potatoes.
Right, but I don't. I want spaghetti or linguine. I want the piccata sauce on the noodle. It's the angel hair is not the.
It's my favorite. I don't know why you don't like it.
Well, that's okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't like it. I just
don't.
I like pasta so much.
You know how
I want
miserable
the
I am in this moment right now.
No, because for you, if
is
someone
a
doesn't
rejection
like
of me, of everything I stand for. I don't know if we can overcome this.
I know.
Why do you not love what I love?
I know, guys. Ow! Oh, fudge! I just elbowed this metal chair.
Good.
I gotta hold it.
Get
Everyone knows it's the only way. I'm gonna rub it. Ha! Rubbing was not good.
That's the angel hair pasta angels.
The original title for Charlie's Angels, and it just didn't take. Ah, smarting. Lee's being so serious, guys, right now. Like, he has anything he likes. If you don't like it, Lee takes it as a personal offense, and he has to spend the rest of his days convincing you that he's right and you're wrong.
Yes. We're going to Francandino's right now, and I'm going to get you some.
Lee,
and you're going to love it.
I've never liked it. I don't like it.
You will like it.
Okay. I will like it.
You're going to like it.
No.
I don't know why you don't. I don't understand it.
You don't have to.
I have to comprehend what is wrong with you.
It's not a big enough pasta.
There's too much invested in you. I have too much. I have a decade.
Because otherwise, if I was just someone off the street, you'd drop me like a hot
that's
potato.
Fine. Yeah, okay. Well, I know not to encounter that person, but I am so invested in you. A decade's worth of work for you to go rogue on this angel hair nonsense. You have to like it so I understand where we are as a unit.
Listen, I will eat it, and I have eaten it.
Yes, you will.
And if it's the only option, I will eat it.
You're going to love it.
I don't dislike the
flavor.
It's
not about. And will you let me finish? And it's not about.
Let me know when you're going.
It's not about me going, oh, I told you. I don't need that moment. All I need to do is now relax. Okay, good. She likes it. Everything is fine now. I'm not sitting up at night going, what the hell?
I don't know her at all.
How do you not love it? It's so good.
We're two different people.
No, we cannot be. We have to be a team on this. You have to love the angel hair pasta.
I love it, Lee.
Don't patronize me. I need you to really love it.
Can't I just like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You don't have to love it as much as me.
How about I will eat it?
Good.
How about that?
Okay, good.
Is that good enough?
Yeah. But I need to watch it.
You need to see me eat it to trust me.
Yes. Because then I'll see your face and you'll go, oh, that was kind of stupid. This is actually really good. And then I'll feel better about you.
I overcooked it once when I was a kid.
There it is.
Okay.
So
Lee,
now,
I could have said this, but you kept talking, huh?
There it is. You had a bad experience. I understand you now.
And it turned to basically mush.
Oh,
because, it cooks so quick.
Sure.
And so in my mind, all angel hair is overcooked.
Yes. Well, not with the experts at Francandino's. They know what they're doing.
You are so satisfied to have an understanding.
But
I've had it since, and it's like, I'll eat it if it's all there is, but I prefer other noodles.
That's fine, I think.
Okay.
But I think the angel hair is my favorite.
Okay. All right. That's
okay.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want to know what my favorite is?
You told me.
You're right, I already did.
The linguine.
No, bucatini.
The bucatini.
It's so chewy and fun, and it flies around like a little pool noodle while you're trying to eat it. Okay. Sauce is going everywhere.
All right. Well, anyway.
Is that it?
That's it.
After the great angel hair debate.
Yes.
This has been an all-new edition of Lee and Hayley Overtime. Thank you for listening and watching. Again, watch the video version on the Kentucky Sports Radio YouTube channel. Listen wherever you get your podcast. Please rate, review, subscribe. It really helps us out. I guess that's it.
And there is no debate on how good the pasta is over at Damiano either.
That's exactly
it's
right.
It's essentially the same as Frankantino's.
It's so good.
Don't let them hear me say that. But I mean, the pasta is so good over there.
Yeah.
There's it's pizza, it's pasta, it's beer, and it's bourbon.
It's so good.
503 South Upper Street, Damiano. If you want to make reservations, 859-303-8373. Go by and see our favorite little Italian place on campus right next to Target.
Yes. Follow us on social media. Just search Lee and Hayley or Hayley Harmon and Lee Cruz for our other pages as well. And check your local listings. Our home market for our TV show, The Lee and Hayley Show, it airs weekdays at noon on Fox 56 in Lexington, Kentucky and the surrounding area. Thanks so much for listening. We love you. God loves you. Hang in there. You got this, boo. You've got this. See you next week.